Hi, welcome or welcome back. Hi, this is the New in Review where we talk about books and all bookish content. So, if you are new here, I would like to invite you to my channel, and if you are an OG, welcome back. I'm here to talk to you today about Rex for International Women's Month. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video on the books that I'm going to attempt to read on my TBR, go check that video out. Also, I have a video coming out updating my TBR basket, so stay tuned for that as well. But for today, I want to recommend some books. These are oldies but goodies that have been on my shelf. Some of them that I've read, some of them that I need to get to. And so, yeah, I just want to give you some recs that I hope will be helpful. Now, I normally give nonfiction recs on my channel, but every now and then I like to give fictional recommendations as well. But today, I think all the books I have are nonfiction. Are nonfiction recs. They are about these phenomenal women that I just pulled off my shelf and I want to read about them. Another thing that I am noticing, I don't know if it's just me, that a lot of our women are not getting proper attention to like historical biographies, and I really want to explore that area. The area of nonfiction. But yeah, so these women right here, like I said, I either read them or I'm going to get to them real soon. The first one I would like to share with you guys is Barbara Walters' Audition, a Memoir. Yeah, I love Barbara Walters. She is the co-founder of The View, which is still on, what channel is that? I forget, you guys, but it's she is a co-founder of The View, and I think they are in how many years? It's been over 20 something years since that TV show started. I want to say about 25 years. But this is a memoir about her, not about her entire life. It's basically about her career and her rise through the ranks, and how she looked at herself as a female getting into this world of news anchoring, reporting, and telling her side of the story and the issues. Barbara Walters, you know what I like about this book? She named a lot of key players. I think that I know of, and you may know of too, that she had like casual relationships. Yeah, Barbara Walters, she was interesting. I miss her. Yeah, so check this out. Audition. I need somewhere to sit my books, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to put this one probably closer to the bottom. I should have had this in order. Now, this one is a book that I have not gotten to yet. This is Paul Maury, Songs of a Weary Throat. She was a civil rights attorney, one of the first African-American female attorneys, and yeah, I would just like to explore her journey. I don't have my glasses, you guys, but let me see if I can give you guys a snippet. I'm gonna get like the smallest snippet because I do not have my glasses with me, you guys. It said this book is a gift, a testimony and powerful witness by one of the 20th century's greatest freedom fighters. Yeah, I agree. I know a lot about her per se through documentaries, but I never read anything written about her, so this will be interesting. I also think, and I have to double check, I also think she wrote an autobiography. I'm gonna have to look into that. I think she did, but if she did, I probably mention it in another video. But yeah, I think she did. This book is about a philosopher that I think that she's more controversial than, I wouldn't say not loved, but I think for the most part her philosophy can be misunderstood. She talks about objectivism, and the whole philosophy that she created around individuality. Her name is Iran or Anran. It depends on how you announce it, but I say Iran because I think that's how she pronounced it. Iran, The World She Made by Anne C. Heller. Story about her growing up in a communist Germany, having to leave there with her family, and then she charts her journey on her philosophy of objectivism. Yeah, well known, very well known. I love her work. The books that she wrote, actually read her book, The Fountainhead, last year. That was my first time reading it like in full text. But I did see the movie previous before that. Another book she has that I do love is Atlas Shrugged. But between those two, I would say Fountainhead is the one that I can kind of identify with. But I think that we'll talk about her work later on in the year because, yeah, I'm really trying to delve into areas of my life that are unexplored, and she's one of those people. And Iran or Anran, depending on how you pronounce it. Now, this young lady, she has a second book out, and I have to get it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and introduce you to her. This is a great book. I Am Malala, the girl who stood up for education and was shot by the Taliban. Malala Yousafzai. You guys, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so forgive me. She do have a second book out that I have to get. But yeah, this tells a story of her childhood up in her upbringing and what made her I wouldn't say she was forced into the light, but definitely stood up for the rights of others and democracy for women when she was very young, and everybody else, they just stood by out of fear. Her story is very interesting. She's a prolific activist. Like, she still does activist work right now, and she's definitely one for the books. Check her out. Now, last but not least in this stack, and I do have others, but I think I'm going to make this the last one of this particular recommendation. This is Tina Knowles, Matriarch, a Memoir. I haven't gotten to this yet. I've had this on my shelf for, I would say, for about a year now. And so I think this is going to be an interesting book. So I did look inside and look, how when you read in biographies and memoirs, you probably look inside the book and look at the pictures, but not get to the book. Her entire family album, First Class Act. I love nostalgia of the black and white pictures. She goes into her origin story and talked about how it created her as the woman she is. Now, if you do not know who Tina Knowles is, she is the mother of Beyonce. Yeah, Beyonce. I can't even say Beyonce Knowles because I'm just so used to saying Beyonce. She is the mother of Beyonce, the prolific singer, and a lot of her songs, and I'm getting off into Beyonce, but a lot of her songs are considered empowering to women, the queer community. Her daughter sings about freedom and democracy, but it gets into how, Miss Knowles nurtured that career, and how in a coming of age story of her life. So this is nice. Now, I will say this. I have heard reviews about this, and from what I understand, and I haven't read the book yet, that there's more information that you can pull out and weave out this book into other books. And so if that's the case, I hope she does look into exploring other areas of her life. I love this jacket, you guys. Piece of art. Love it. Chef's kiss. So those are all the book recommendations I have for this video.